I am now about halfway through Germany. I left Poland this morning shortly after 7 a.m. and now it is about 12, I think. So I already done quite a lot of driving, but there's still another, I think, a bit less than 400 kilometers to go. So it is actually very warm here in Germany. It was so cold in Poland, like winter coat and scarf and a winter hat sort of, and gloves kind of cold. This morning I actually had to defrost the car, like all the windows were covered in ice. So my poor mom had to come down with me at 7 a.m. this morning and defrost the car. To make it faster. But she very gracefully helped me with that. So that was really, really wonderful. And now I am halfway through Germany and my destination is the Netherlands. I will be staying for 2 weeks near my younger sister's place. So I figured it's time to leave my parents' place and take a little break and go away somewhere. So that's what's happening. I have now finalized all the formalities and all the paperwork when it comes to buying my apartment in Poland. So there's nothing left to do for the next 2 weeks. Well, actually 3 weeks, because I won't be getting the key until the 11th of March. But in the first week of March, I already want to start furniture shopping so that I can have everything delivered soon after I move in. So that will be the job for early March. But for now, 2 weeks of exploring the Netherlands. And I've only been there once during my last trip to Europe back in October. So I spent about 3 days in the Netherlands once before, but I didn't really do any visiting or driving around because that was mainly just a weekend that I wanted to spend with my sister. I went there with my mom last time. This time I am traveling alone. So it's a solo trip, a bit less fun than it was with my mom. My mom is a very, very good traveler to be with. So it's very handy to have her in the car with me. But this time she stayed at home, and so I am having this little trip to the Netherlands all by myself. All right, I think it is time to get in the car. Can't forget my tea. Just bought myself a ginger lemon tea. It's sitting on the car. I should take it with me before I leave. Welcome to my home for the next 2 weeks. This is my room with a lovely bed and a desk. Great for some working, and a lovely little balcony. I like this feature of the room being the balcony, and obviously bathroom through that door. Very nice, sort of, clean, warm bathroom with a shower. Everything you need. So yes, I have decided to take myself away for 2 weeks and to have a little Dutch holiday. So I've been doing a bit of thinking and a bit of pondering around this whole sense of flow and impermanence and the change and things just shifting in my life, because I seriously have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, all I know is that I am creating a base in Poland for myself, and I bought an apartment. But in September I'm going back to Australia, and how long am I gonna stay there? Like, will I be spending most of my time in Australia or in Europe? Or is it gonna be 50-50? Like, how am I going to keep shifting that and keep building my life around that? Like, what am I going to do with Rosie? Like, I am so excited to see her in September, and I can't wait to be reunited with her. But then again, do I leave her in Australia and see her there, or do I bring her back to Europe with me, to Poland? Since now I have a home in Poland, I will have a home once I get the keys to my new apartment. Like, which direction will that go? And plus a variety of so many other different things, plans that I still want to execute, but I don't know when or how, and different aspects of my life. Like, there's also this not so banal question or matter of a partner. I'm hoping to actually have a partner one day, but where will he be? And how will that affect my life? So here's what's been coming to me. Since forever, I've been trying to create safety and certainty for myself in my life. Mainly, it's been coming from a place of being poor, financially poor, and really craving a sense of safety and financial stability. So I worked so hard for so many years to build some kind of certainty for myself that I will have money coming in regularly and sufficiently. And so this desire to just know what will happen, when money will show up, how much of it, that it's gonna be enough, etc. It's been sort of almost like a guiding principle for so much of my life, because I felt so scared of not having enough or not coping financially, especially after I moved from Europe to Australia and I found myself all alone, no family around, no friends around, before I started creating friends in Australia. But I found myself all alone in Australia, knowing that now I have to cope. Now I have no choice but to survive and be okay, hopefully. So there's been this big guiding principle in my life, and I know that many of you resonate with that, because many of you also have messaged me about creating or desiring some kind of stability and safety in your life. And while after doing a lot of work on myself, I started to let go of that sort of grabbing idea of money has to be there, I have to have enough saved up, I need to have enough, I have to have a certainty that enough is coming. I literally worked on that for so many years, and I started to come to the realization that everything you need, want, and desire in life, including money, is like breath. You just take it in and then you let it out. You're not trying to hold on to each inhale, in case there isn't more coming in. You just trust that there will be more coming in. And so I choose to believe in my life that it's the same with money and everything else. There is no need to sort of grab and try to hold on to things, money or plans or partners, or if a relationship is failing, etc. There's no need to hold on to things, because we can just trust that more is coming. The way we trust with our breath, we let go, we exhale, we spend the money, we let go of people or plans, or we allow changes in our lives. We let go, and then more comes in. So there is this constant flow of inhale and exhale. Money coming in, money flowing out. People coming in, people going out. That's just a part of life. And at the moment, instead of trying to hold on to an idea and try to execute an idea about how my life is supposed to pan out, where I'm supposed to be living in Europe, in Australia, somewhere else entirely, when my partner will come into my life, how my business is going to keep developing, where my cat is going to be living. I am seriously learning at this stage to just let go of everything and just trust that more is coming, and that I can fully exhale and let go of any plan, thought, or idea in my head how things are meant to be or supposed to be, and I can just let them be. And obviously, yes, it's okay to also make certain plans. Like, I know that I am going to get the keys to my apartment and I'm going to furnish the place and organize it and move in there. And I know I'll be going back to Australia at some time in September to pick up Rosie, my cat, and that I'll be staying in Australia for another while after that. But while I'm doing these things, other things will keep shifting, or these plans will keep changing, and I think that that's okay. And I think I can learn to be okay with that, to just I guess come to a conclusion that I just don't know what's going to happen, and I'm okay with that, because it's all kind of coming from this idea that I am meant to settle somewhere. Like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to have a plan and then execute that plan. I'm supposed to live my life in a particular way, have a home, have a base, call one place my home, and then act in some kind of a way according to some kind of a plan. Yeah, I don't know about that anymore. Maybe it's really just been this idea in my head because that's what other people tend to be doing. So the idea was, that's what I'm meant to be doing as well. But maybe I'm not. I've been homeless for a month now. I sold my house and I moved out from my house on the 16th of January. And then I went to stay with a friend of mine in Australia for the next few days. And then I flew back to Poland and I stayed with my parents for 3 weeks. And I'm staying in a hotel in the Netherlands. And I'll be here for the next 2 weeks. After that, I'm gonna come back home, or come back to my parents' place and stay there for another 10 days before I get the keys to my apartment. So, like, I'm homeless. I'm okay with that. I'm coping. I'm working. I'm enjoying life. I'm in this area now where my sister lives. So I actually saw her last night for a bit, and I'm going to see her this weekend again. We have some fun plans to go explore a bit. But it's okay that it is all in the flow. And I think this is particularly an important lesson for me because I personally was so strongly trying to grab onto or hold onto this kind of some kind of a plan, or some kind of stability, or some kind of sense of safety through having a home and income and some kind of plan for the future that I can live according to. Yeah, I think I'm letting all of that go now because it's just not working for me, or I'm struggling to make it happen and to execute that in my life. And I'm just gonna say, okay, universe, I trust you, do your thing, and I'm just gonna keep flowing and following what feels good and what feels like the most sensible, reasonable, or adventurous, or fun next step for me.